So, second thing, when you are here, what is very good is when you go for the Brabo choke, let's say you're here and you move up and you try to choke, try to go through, and it doesn't work, and he's grab my arm and try to get a little resistance. Let's say he's here, you couldn't get, he's tight, and you feel it's no way, you're trying, he's pulling away. The simplest way is here, maybe you couldn't get it, but hey, what's up? Here, there's a second chance. So it's always, you play one side, you feel resistance, cool, it doesn't work, doesn't matter. You go that side, and you get him here. So this is a very big advantage of the Brabo choke, that you can't get him from both sides, you know? Very quick from both sides. And that's most of the time what I do if I'm in this position. I'm looking here, if I couldn't get him here, I'm constantly looking for the gap between his tricep and his ribs to get the Brabo choke. Another thing is, when you do this, and after a few times in training, the guy will never grab your legs again. So when you end up here, they don't grab your legs, they may be tight here, and maybe you couldn't get the Brabo, but because he's not grabbing you, it's more simple to spin, get the back, and work from here. So because if the guy is going for your legs, grab my legs, you know, you're in a battle, you sprawl, and he's defending, it's difficult to get his back, but as soon as you're working for the choke, and he's putting his arm back, and he's not grabbing you, because as soon as he grabs you and tries to play full game, you go for the Brabo choke. So this is like, whenever you lose a chance, go for the Brabo, and if you keep it close, you spin around and get his back, because there's nothing when he's tight, there's nothing which holds you back to get the back or side right position. Another technique which is very popular from this position is the anaconda choke. Personally, I think it's efficient, but I don't like it because you have to spin around a long way until you really get the tap most of the time. And so it's very risky to do. But I came up with a very nice variation. When the anaconda choke fails, you just switch to the Brabo choke. Okay? So I show you a very simple move. You're here, and you go for the basic anaconda choke. You know, like you go not around his armpit, but around his face. Come up here, pull back, and you roll, and you roll, and you do here, and you here, and you feel, you sprawl, and you do everything, but you couldn't tap the guy because he's strong, big neck, or whatever. You're here, it's not possible. So if you're here, a very simple thing, you came up with your legs, and now, even if he's on his side, doesn't matter. You can stay on his side. If he's here or on his knees, doesn't matter. You just switch this arm to here. And now you stay here, or move to this side, and guess what? You have the Brabo choke. So again, so you're here, you're going for the anaconda, basic way, pull back, spin, you roll, you try, you sprawl, you couldn't get it. So you get up here, and now you come up here, here, and here. As soon as you get it, try to overhook his arm, so he couldn't pull it back. And from here, you just choke him with the Brabo choke. That's a very, very good way to get a Brabo choke too. So you have a few options from this position. Like I said, most of the time I'm looking for the gap. Most of the time I'm looking, if I'm ending up here, let's say we're fighting, ending up here, first thing I'm doing is grabbing the triceps or grabbing the chest. Mostly just triceps. Then I'm looking for a way to go. If he's grabbing, that's the first thing I do. Even if I couldn't get him here. Maybe like this, here I couldn't close it tight, so I'm here, I'm moving, and then I'm going in and applying the pressure for the Brabo choke. So that's the strategy. Always checking out the gap between his right ribs and triceps. If he's tight, don't give me anything, that's okay. I just move back position and do my game, whatever I want to do from there. So this Brabo really prevents a lot of double legs, single leg takedowns. But even if he's strong enough, or even if he's quick enough to get a single leg, Let's say we are here, and you know he's going for a single leg. And even if he's standing and I come up here, if I'm here, you know, even if I'm here, I can move up and I can choke him. Because now maybe he's turning in myself into me because he wants to stabilize the position. Hey, here I'm here. You know, maybe he can hold a little bit, but you know, I mean, maybe, okay, maybe I couldn't get him here, so we can reach up. We come up here, and now the beauty is maybe I couldn't choke him, and he comes out with his knees and grab my other leg. Oh, see what's coming? Brabo choke is coming. Again, maybe I couldn't tap, maybe I couldn't get him here. Doesn't matter. Switch up here, get him here. You know, if he's turning in myself, and maybe we can come up. Hey, see, here's the Brabo choke. So you constantly can switch between both sides, and even if he's going for my single leg takedown, you know, even if he's going here, you have to shoot up and squeeze it. And now you pick your leg up and you can choke him out here. Very, very efficient, okay? One more little thing from this position before we switch positions. When you're here, and he's very, very tight, and has his arms crossed across his chest, and you couldn't get right through with your whole arm. You know, the good thing with the Brabo is you can go very deep, even if he's blocking. Maybe you couldn't go the whole way, but you can go, you can work like you're here. So if you couldn't go farther, doesn't matter. Grab your arm, like you would do a paper cutter, and now, with the same here, pull. If he's here, now it's time to slide through, kill the arm, and get the Brabo, or fall down and get the Brabo here. So, again, you're here, he's very close, you couldn't go through just like this. That's how far you can go. You grab your arm, and now you apply pressure on his neck. Pressure on his neck, he comes up, and now just watch what happens. Maybe you slide through on the back, or you, if you're here, you just jerk him around and come up here. So, like I showed you before, it's just an option what you want to do, okay? So that's for now, that's everything you can try from over-under sprawl position. And yeah, see you in the next position, which will be side control. Okay, here we go again with side control. And the Brabo choke from side control is really nice. You know, you have really many options. The good thing is you don't have to get up, you don't have to make a lot of space like you have to do when you do straight arm bars, or you know, you just stay on top and just move around and just get him in a Brabo choke. And sooner or later you will get him in one of these chokes, or maybe he gets on his knees, and then you're in the game you just saw before when he's on his knees and you move around. So first Brabo choke, simple one, easiest one, most common, most famous one. You're on side control, you're in this position, and he is trying to go underhook and trying to get up. This is the basic way, okay? The important thing is when you're here, most of the time I like to encourage him to do it. So I don't do pressure, I don't push myself down, I just stay alive. So he thinks, okay, maybe I can do it. So he goes under slowly. So the first thing is you grab him here and you come up. Now, what's very important is pull him. If he's trying to get on his elbow, pull him in this direction so he cannot get on his elbow. Because if you stay here going on your elbow, you know, he can maybe get up and you lose him. So you want to stay on the side. So here, you're here and you push pressure to this side. Okay, now this one comes up and pulls in. So very important. Now, like before, close, and now, come around please. Now it's very important that this leg here come over, so you cannot pull back. Because if you stay here, he pulls back, his arm back, and it's very difficult to get it, you know, very difficult to finish the choke. So that's why, as soon as he gets on, again, if you start here, and he's getting under, block him, pull him down, come a little bit around, block it here, close it, come over with your leg, and now here. That's important. Don't sprawl, stay here, stay tight, make it tight, and choke the guy. Okay, very simple. Most common, very simple move.